Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today we're going to be reviewing and discussing and deep diving into Adaptation on 4K Ultra HD. And this is the brand new Sony release that just came out on 4K Ultra HD. Now I'm going to be doing my exclusive 4K versus Blu Ray image comparison, sharing all my testing data and analysis with you, and then at the end I'll always wrap it up with my review score to let you know if this is worth buying and adding to your collection. Now to start off with, we're going to start off with the Shout Factory Shout Select 2020 Blu Ray release. This is the native image as always pulled from the disc, so that way you can see in comparison when we get to the 4K here what the differences are and if this is actually worth buying and upgrading to the new 4K. Now, on the original Blu-ray release that came out in 2020, I thought it was a decent release and I enjoyed it from Shout Factory. I thought that they did a good job with it. And to be honest with you, it wasn't a bad presentation of the movie. Both audio and visual quality, I thought it was pretty decently done. Now in comparison to the brand new 4K Ultra HD release from Sony, as you're probably noticing above, there is a healthy improvement. I've kind of said this a lot recently with some of Sony's releases, but I feel like their restoration and 4K department that works on these releases really knows what they're doing. I am really shocked a lot of the times with what they present, even for films like Adaptation, which is kind of to give you an idea. Basically, it is a favorite performance of mine of Nicolas Cage. He still does his over-the-top performance in it, but it is really kind of one of those mind game, mind trippy, dramedy, comedy drama, if you know what I mean, type films, where you kind of got to think and it kind of makes you think one thing, then it plays with your mind and does another thing, and you really got to kind of pay attention through the film and you'll want to watch it again afterwards. Though to some, this film will be an acquired taste. And what I mean by that is it's kind of one of those films that's grown on me more so over the years. It's not one of those films when I first saw it that I fell in love with it. And that's where I kind of want to make sure you understand that. It is one of those films that I felt like the more I watched it, the more I saw the humor behind it, the dramedy as I like to call it, the drama that lends to the humor, and kind of saw things that kind of apply to everyday life that are kind of like exaggerated or blown out of proportion in this film. And I do enjoy it. Meryl Streep's great in it, and Chris Cooper's great in it, and I think Nicolas Cage is outstanding in it. But it is one of those films that I do feel like if you haven't experienced it before, you do need to give this film at least 2 watches before you determine what your thoughts are on it. Don't watch it one time and make a determination. You need to watch it a second time before you determine, hey, what things you liked or might have disliked. Because that's where I discovered I enjoyed it much more my second time and third time and fourth time viewing. Now, if after you get done watching this review and hearing my review score, you decide you want to buy Adaptation on 4K Ultra HD, or if you want to get the Shout Factory Blu-ray release, as always, I will put the Amazon links directly below this video in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section below. Never costs any of you even a penny extra when you click on those, and it always is on sale for the same prices everywhere. But that does help to support this YouTube channel just a little bit. So every time you click on those links, it never charges you a penny extra, but it does help just a little bit in the creation of these videos. So make sure if you decide you're going to buy this after watching and hearing my review score, make sure to click through those links I posted down below. Now this new 4K is a native 4K 2160p, and it does have Dolby Vision and HDR10. And I will say the Dolby Vision on this really shines through wonderfully. The HDR10 looks good, and if you only have HDR10 on your player or your home cinema, it is a good experience. But the Dolby Vision on this was another step up. This case, the Dolby Vision really shined through as the winner on this release, and it was a really nice, healthy improvement over the previous Blu-ray release. Now the HDR10 is no slouch. It's still a big improvement over the previous Blu-ray release in certain areas. For example, it has a more nuanced color palette. There are so many more shades of colors you get out of this new 4K, and depth to the image. As I stated at the beginning of the review, I thought the Shout Factory and Shout Select Blu-ray release was good looking. What I didn't realize is on that Shout Factory Shout Select Blu-ray release in comparison to this 4K, that it still had a slightly softer image on that Blu-ray than what was originally intended. On this, it has so much more details and clarity that they pulled through in this that really is kind of one of those nice, surprising experiences. that it really did feel like one of those substantial and important upgrades on 4K Ultra HD over the previous Blu-ray. Now it does kind of stink slightly timing-wise that Blu-ray release was only about 2.5, 3 years ago, and then we get the 4K release. But because I'm a lover of all the technology and the new releases, if they are a worthwhile upgrade, I'm okay with it because I get to experience the film again and see new things and new elements and hear new things that I didn't get to experience on the previous Blu-ray release that make it feel like it was worthwhile spending my money on this release. So in that case, this was one of those worthwhile additions that even though I bought the previous Blu-ray, I was very happy that I bought this and pre-ordered this and got this in because, man, let me talk about the audio quality on this. That was where there was a nice, very drastic improvement in audio quality over the previous Blu-ray release. We get on this new 4K a very nice English Dolby Atmos mix that really did spread the sounds around the room in nice ways that I wasn't expecting, especially for a dramedy that you kind of don't think of. You think of action movies as kind of having those things. This one had some nice little touches that did surprise me and were enjoyable, that made it a nice drastic improvement over that previous Blu-ray release. Clarity's there, Christmas to the sound, you can hear so much more, especially background noises and things that you can hear around. It's spread around so nicely with that Dolby Atmos that it was a nice improvement. No, it's not a reference Dolby Atmos. It's not gonna knock your socks off and you're gonna say, man, it was so amazing that I just wanna show everybody that comes over to my house. It's not one of those. But it is one of those that there'll be scenes that you'll be like, huh, smile creeps across your face. That was kind of a cool little addition that wasn't on the previous Blu-ray. That it's nice that they added that in, and yeah, it worked well in the film. And that's what I'm looking for with Dolby Atmos. Did they add it in a gimmicky way, or was it added where you could actually think of it actually coming from that direction in a nice way, that it increased the value of the upgrade in the audio? And in this case, it was a nice, valuable upgrade for what they gave us on the audio mix as well. Now you do also get English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and 2.0 mixes on this, as well as some other languages that are available in those mixes as well. Subtitle wise, you do get English, French, and Spanish, so you get those subtitle options to choose from. Now if you haven't done so yet, make sure to give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, just like with this review. I always do these exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons to show you the native images off of the Blu-ray and the 4K discs. So if you enjoy all the hard work and time I put into all these videos, make sure to go down there and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of this earlier exclusive content that you're only gonna find here on my YouTube channel. Now showing you what you get in this, you do get this nice slipcover, though mine did come ripped and crushed. I was a little disappointed with that, but luckily the case wasn't crushed underneath, the slipcover was. But on the side here it does say Adaptation in green. Talks about the film, you do get special features, behind the scenes in the swamp and theatrical trailer, plus your digital movie code in here. If you do want to access that, it is included in here as well, minus the special features. Underneath the slipcover you do get the other alternative artwork. Side, same green, and then the back has the same thing on it. Now to make this a more value 4K Ultra HD release, where they're not charging us $35–40 for this, which I do appreciate, it does have your 4K Ultra HD disc. They did not include a Blu-ray because they probably considered that probably a lot of us already own that Shout Select Shout Factory release. So to save money, it is a lower cost release, which is a nice thing. You do get your 4K Ultra HD disc in here, and it is region free. Now talking about some more of my exclusive testing, I did dive into the rough average bitrate on this, and I've got a big shocker for you. This had one of the best and strongest rough average bit rates I've seen, and this had a 91 megabits per second rough average bitrate for this release on 4K Ultra HD, which is absolutely outstanding. And that is why I said in detail and depth and clarity, lights to darks, and the colors just look great on this. There's so much more nuanced and so much more to see on this release that I was really blown away and shocked at how good of a job Sony did with this. That really surprised me how much more they were able to draw out over that previous 2020 Blu-ray release. It really is a surprising thing how much they drew out in details, and really didn't overcompress anything on this and brought just such a healthy experience that lends to this film. And this is the most gorgeous adaptation that I really ever think we're ever gonna get. That I really think Sony did one of these releases that is one of those you'll have in your library for many years to come. And that adaptation is never going to be reproduced or recreated again in this quality. I really feel like this is one of those ultimate 4K Ultra HD releases that I can't imagine them getting any more quality for the sound or the image presentation for adaptation. It really is one of those ultimate versions of a movie that is one of those you'll have in your collection that I can't say that I could see them doing anything extra to make the image or sound better for adaptation. Now, getting to my review score for adaptation on 4K Ultra HD, this gets an outstanding 9.5. It is a recommended and worthwhile upgrade and is an outstanding release by Sony. Now, I do wish it had some extra bonus features and special features, and that's what it got dinged some few fractions of a points for, because it does have some, like I talked about. It just could have used some extra new ones, I thought. Throw in some extra things, some archival stuff. It would have been nice to get that, but I understand they're trying to make it a more budget 4K, focus on the audio and the visual quality. And for that and the price point they released this at, outstanding job by Sony, 9.5. That is a great addition to the library. If you like kind of quirky, dramedy, mind trips like what I was explaining that you really have to think about when you're watching it, and you must watch it twice if you have not seen this before you make your determination on your thoughts on the film. Because it is one of those films you notice a whole lot more and understand a whole lot more about the film when you watch it a second, third, fourth time, and so on. So that's my recommendation if you have not seen this film. Don't just watch it once. Make sure to watch it twice so that way you get the whole experience and you really get what's really going on and get the full experience of what they were trying to bring with adaptation. And I enjoy it. Now that it's been, I think it's my 5th viewing experience of this film now, I really understand a whole lot more and appreciate a whole lot more of what the filmmakers and the writers were going for with this film and what they were trying to tell and provide in this basically artsy, kind of, like I said, dramedy experience. And I enjoy it. And it is one of those films that I enjoy and I'm glad to have in my collection. And now that it's released in the best visual quality that's ever been released in, what a great job. And like I said, other than the sound, like I said, for the Atmos just not being something that's going to blow you away as the best Atmos mix ever, the visual quality on this and the sound, though, they can't do any better than what I think they've done on this release. So it is one of those, if you like the film, if you've never seen the film, experience it on this 4K Ultra HD release. You will be amazed at how much they were able to draw out over that previous Blu Ray release that I thought was decent. How much more they actually brought out of this and how outstanding of a job Sony did with this. It really is one of those that I was really surprised with. I didn't think they were going to be able to do much better than that Blu Ray release, and I was very pleasantly surprised, and that's what we're looking for. Are we surprised? Are we happy with the money we spent for an upgrade? This one is one of those you'll be happy you spent the money for an upgrade, or if it's your first time watch, buy it on this 4K Ultra HD, because this is the best way to experience adaptation ever. Now, if you decide you're going to buy this now and add this to your collection, make sure to click on those Amazon links I've posted down in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section below. Those take you straight out to Amazon, never cost you even a penny extra, but those do help to support the creation of these videos and this YouTube channel just a little bit. And like I said, they never cost you anything extra and it's on sale for the same prices everywhere. So make sure to click through those links down below. Make sure to start the conversation down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on this film. Have you ever seen it? Did you like Nicolas Cage in it? I thought he had a good performance in this and I really enjoyed him in it. Make sure to start that conversation down below and let me know your thoughts and if you enjoyed the film overall. As far as this film goes though, I will point out as well, it is rated R. It has strong language and a brief scene of sexual content, just so that you are aware of that and you go into it understanding that. But it is one of those you can easily skip the scene if you need to, and the rest of the film is pretty tame overall, and it does have one of those stories that it is engaging and it does make you really think, which I do enjoy those where it makes you think and it kind of engages you in that sense of it, not just a kind of a sit back popcorn film. As always, if you enjoy all of the hard work and time I put into every one of these videos, Make sure to join my Collectors VIP Club. That's always the best way to support the creation of these videos and to support my YouTube channel. I'm not sponsored and I'm not ever paid by anybody. I always do all of this through all of your support, and that's the only way I can always continue to create all these videos. You can also give a super thanks to the super thanks button down below. That goes right back into this channel as well. That's how I'm always able to continue to create all of these, is through all of you, my viewers and subscribers' support. Make sure to go down, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And as always, I hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new and very exciting coming out very soon.